with Alex and Alonzo coming up next.
Live from the Rant Radio Network, you're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis,
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And we are back here at the Real Estate Rant,
the towers of the Rant Radio Network.
Here at the towers.
After our long vacation, huh, Alex?
Yes. Well, I do apologize, folks. I was actually very sick, and I was unable to have shows for the past month and a half. But we are back. Alonso and I have decided to hit the ground running. And in-house today, we have Mr. Michael Master, or would you rather it be Michael?
I prefer Michael, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome, Michael. Welcome to the station.
Alan, are you picking up Mike there? I'm not picking. Okay, thank you, sir. Michael prefers Michael Lamaster from Cutco, and I put here Cutco closing gifts.
Yeah.
Right. Mike's joining us today. I thought that closing gifts was a big part of closing a transaction in real estate. You know, us as real estate agents, we give out closing gifts to our clients when we close a transaction, and although some don't, right? But I thought this was a nice tool. And Mike will explain a little bit more later on in the future segments why that is. You can give us a call at 855-693-4897 if you have a question for Mike, or you can email us at realestaterantradio@gmail.com. We won't get to your email here at the show, but in subsequent shows, following shows, if you email us, we'll try to get that question on the air and try and answer it for you the best we can. Let's throw up the design deal. Alan, can we do that? You can win a $25 gift card to Stevens Steakhouse, located in the City of Commerce. Compliments of Carlos Cruz and Joe was the owner over there. Oh, Don, I'm sorry. Over there at Stevens Steakhouse. Or you can win a $200 teeth whitening to Gardens Dental, located at 7218 Garfield Avenue, also in the City of Bell Gardens. Now, that's if you give us a call, 855-693-4897. We can answer one of your questions. You have a question for Mike, or a question for myself or Alonso, or you happen to get the design deal, which is coming up here. This is the design. Now, we've had this design up since December, but because we haven't had a show for about a month and a half, it's the same design. So if you happen to guess this design, feel free to look it up on Wikipedia. You can win one of those gift cards. Okay, give us a call. Let's start off. We probably got a lot of emails during that time that we were off the air, but we have Alonso here taking a look at what we had on from emails. What were we able to get?
Well, this is something that I wanted to cover. It was an alert on rental scams that I thought it was posted up on our blog, and I just wanted to mention it. And what it is, it's a rental scam on Silo, Trilo, and Hot Pats and Postlets. And what they're doing is it's pretty much is they're posting homes that have been sale or listed and that are vacant, and they're posting them for rent. It's usually not the owner that is posting them, and then they're requiring a large a deposit. Usually, it's the home is posted or listed for rent at a lower than market value. So it attracts a lot of people, and what they're doing is they're collecting the upfront rent. Usually, they're out of town, or it's a number that's not local number, and what these scammers are doing is they're saying they're out of town, they're out of work, out of town going to work for a couple years, and they're renting out their home.
Now you're talking about the people that are advertising the.
Yes, okay. They're putting a home that's not theirs for rent, and they're collecting a deposit for the first month and last month of rent, and it's not their home. So it's something that you need to be very aware of. And like we had talked earlier in the show, that it's how does a regular layman know who the owner is of that property?
Well, let me understand something first. Okay, so first off, you mentioned Zillow, Trilia, and Hot Pads. But the particular, what the article really is talking about is a website called postlets.com. And they're saying that what you're saying is that
it's triggered to all the other rental sites.
Yeah, Postlets is taking the real rentals that are on Zillow and Trill and Hot Pads, because those feed off of MLS, right?
Well, it's an IDX feed that it feeds once it's posted on one of the sites, it goes to all the sites. But what we're trying to aware is there are certain homes that are on those sites that are not actual rentals.
Yeah, so they're taking those homes that are really for rent, and they're posting them on their website at a cheaper price.
No,
The post-
that's not what I've understood.
Oh, okay, that's not what you read.
What it is, it's they're being posted on all these different sites, and their
so
homes that
so
are
they're
already been sold.
So they're not really for rent.
They're not really for rent. What it is, they get the pictures of the vacant home and they post a vacant home. So obviously, it's vacant, but it's probably a listing that's previously sold or that it's on the market and it's vacant.
I see.
So then what they
Okay.
do is they put the virtual
The
pictures on there of the home,
the virtual tours,
and it makes it seem it's a vacant home and it is for rent.
So then some guy, you call up, some guy shows up and says, "Hey, okay, what's it going to take for me to move into this place?"
Yeah, and what they usually say there, oh well, I'm out of town, but if you want me to hold the home for you, Western Union me the money, do one of those Western Union. Anytime they ask you for some money up front and it's through Western Union, you can kiss your money goodbye because it's 99% of the time it's a scam.
Wow. Okay.
And that's one of the things that we are trying to aware our listeners that it's better to consult with the realtor and let them know, ask him if he can do a courtesy what do you say, a title search and make sure that is the owner of the home that is being rented.
Yeah, so the moral of the story here is that this is why we have real estate professionals, right? In these, even in rental properties, because they can verify. Number one, you want to be able to verify who the owner of the property is before you hand somebody money, right? And having a real estate professional, they can actually look it up on public record, and then also a lot of times those homeowners or landlords have their own representation.
And just one of the things that our listeners should be aware of, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably isn't. And
it probably is.
If anyone's asking you, if anyone's asking you for Western Union money, it's gone forever. So there's no chance of ever recovering that money. So just be aware.
Right on. Okay. Well, no, that's a good one. And actually, I've heard of this before, but only from individuals. I never heard of it getting on a larger scale in terms of the internet, because this is big now, because it's almost like you have to have a huge operation to run something like this, to be able to scam people on the rental basis, right? On a large scale like this.
Well, it has to do, I guess, Alex, with a lot of people that have lost their homes and they want to pay cheap rent, and they're probably not making ends meet. Obviously, if they lost their home and they're trying to come up with a deal, or they're trying to get a better deal, but it's probably not true. If, like I said, if it sounds too good, it probably is not true. So just be aware of all that, and just all the triggers, all the red lights you got to look out for is one of the big one is Western Union, or I'm FedExing you the keys. That's something that it should be a red flag, and you should be aware.
Yeah. And the article ends up with, do not give money to anyone that you can't see the whites of their eyes, which even then, you want to be cautious. You want to be able to research and verify information and, get things contractually. If so, find out if they have an office, go to their office. If they have a physical location, it's a little bit more difficult to run or to hide, right? The other part of it is, Alonso, you did the research on this. Is there a website or something can go to look to read this article, or is this? How did you pull this up?
It's just something that was posted on my blog, Alex. So there's not really not a website that we can go and verify it.
Okay, so it was just research.
I'm sure if they put it on there and it's in the internet, something will pop up regarding this subject matter, because it's a big topic that was out there. And if, like I said, if it was on my website, then it has to be on other websites.
Nice. Okay. Or you can always call us here at AGR and Associates, here at the Real Estate Rant, or you can give us a call at 855-693-4897. Again, let's try the design deal again, Mr. Allen. Just to kind of tease that issue again, this particular property, like I said, we've had it for a few months, but we haven't had a live show in probably about a month and a half. But if somebody happens to get this deal, you can win a $25 gift card to Steven's Steakhouse, or a $200 teeth whitening to Gardens Dental. And it's actually pretty good value. And I'll actually hand deliver it. Since when do you have a radio talk show host come out in your house and deliver a gift card? That's if you're local. Don't get crazy.
Especially Steven's Steakhouse, huh, Alex?
Well, Stevens, I will hand deliver to them there at Stevens.
I join them. I join them for dinner or lunch or whatever they choose.
Well, exactly. Again, joining us in house today, we have Mr. Michael LeMaster from Cutco Closing Gifts, and Mike's going to explain in further segments how this cutlery, right? Is that what you call it?
Kitchen cutlery. Yeah.
Kitchen cutlery can help real estate agents improve their business. And there's also some tax benefits that we'll talk about. And there were some other interesting things that go along with the Cutco product and how they apply it to us as real estate agents. And I thought it was very interesting after having your presentation. I actually bought into it. I bought myself a bunch of cutlery for my clients, and I definitely recommend tuning in to the next segments. If and when you happen to be listening, and we'll put up Mike's information as well, so you can give him a call directly after the show. His number is 714-732-7418, and we'll be posting that throughout the show. Also, just wanted to mention, excuse me, that because we haven't had a show in about a month and a half, we will be having. I do have bookings all the way up through May, in terms of starting up the show, hitting the ground running. I do apologize for not being able to do the show. We had a couple of them scheduled, but they canceled at the last minute. I actually was very sick during that time, and just was unable to make it to the microphone. So to my
can we get a Alex, like a
or something, exactly,
or the violin or something?
Well, it's there are people that do listen to the show frequently, and I just wanted to apologize for not being able to take care of that side of it.
We're coming up on a break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more Real Estate Rant.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home, at AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
with a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos Español. Live from the Rant Radio Network,
You're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis.
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And we are back here at the Real Estate Rant, here at the towers of the Rant Radio Network. I'm your host, Mr. Alex Alanis, and to my left here, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez. In-house today, we have visiting us Mr. Michael Lamaster from Cutco Closing Gifts. We actually wanted to go over one of the questions that came over from
One of the question in our question and answer segment, we were kind of short on time.
We started to talk about it. We kind of got off track.
Yeah, so the question comes in from Greg out of Lancaster, and what it reads, it says, "Is this a good market for purchasing an investment property?" And then his question reads, "I feel like I'm ready to purchase my first investment property. However, the prices appear to be inflated again. I'm by no means a real estate professional, but every single house I look at appears to be overpriced. I'm currently in Southern California region, Lancaster, Palmdale. I guess my question is now a good time to purchase an investment property or rental property? Does any data suggest the prices will come down a little in the near future? In case you're not familiar with the area, prices appear to have risen about 27% the last year in this area. Any insights would be appreciated. Thanks." Well, what do you think of that question?
Well, let me tell you, there's a couple things going on with that, and I don't know if you remember, Alonso, when we first started doing the show, we went off on a little tangent about real estate investing, about all of the get rich quick schemes and stuff like that, and how they started talking about that stuff. You remember when we started talking about that?
Yeah, I remember a little bit of that, but I also remember that during that segment, there was a quote that was made that investing is anytime is a good time.
What?
Whether it's a down cycle or a high cycle.
That was a point I was getting at, because when you asked the question, is now a good time? Well, I was going to say caller, but the person who wrote the email, what was his name?
Greg.
Actually, anytime is a good time to invest. And when I say that, I'm talking about anything. But it really is a formula on how you buy. It has to do with acquisition. If you pick up something for a good deal, okay, meaning that it's below market, anytime is a good time to buy an investment, because there's two types of investing. There's buy and hold, and there's buy and sell. I guess there is other types, but for the most part, those are the two subcategories. So if you're able to pick something up for a good price, anytime is a good time. Even if the market's at its peak.
It's not only that. When it comes to investment, Alex, it's not just the raw numbers, but it's also the projection time you're going to hold it. And it has to do with a lot of other factors. The tax issues, the maintenance, and there's other factors to be considered. So one of my suggestions is to get a hold of a good real estate agent and your CPA, and let you know the benefits that you will also have.
Yeah, so you weigh, the first part, obviously the acquisition part, the piece I just mentioned, but now what you're talking about is maintaining that investment, and that kind of goes along to the rest of his question, because now you get into the situation where these people are watching these get rich quick schemes on the TV, the infomercials, what have you, and they're looking at the normal market to invest, and that's kind of what he's talking about. I don't know that that's anytime a good time to invest, because you can't really rely on the market to allow your investment to mature. That maybe that's a good way to do it in the money market, but in real estate is a bit more long term, a bit more cyclical. There's a lot going on there. You can't say, oh, is now a good time to buy in this market because of where the market is going up or down. That's really not a way to look at it, in my opinion.
And there's something that was referred to this question that I did a little research on it, because I was not sure how to answer that.
Oh.
So there one of the things that caught my attention when it says while I agree that inflated house prices are certainly make for a bad investment climate, but one of the big things that matter in the market is right now the interest rates are low. So if you buy and hold as an investor, the monthly payments matter more than the purchase price. And also, low interest rate means that low monthly payments.
Yeah,
So
that, what it has to
you
do
know,
with
which means it helps
being able
your
to
cash flow.
Well, you have to be able to maintain the payment. That's what that's talking about. But that's the thing is that if you're gonna buy and hold, like I said, just like in any money market, you're just gonna buy something, and the idea is just to sit on it.
I mean, what happens when the prices go high? Interest rate drop. If the market prices are high, their interest rates drop.
Actually, it's the reverse. Interest rates go up to control inflation.
Well, right. The way the market is now, the rates are really low, Alex. So it's. I'm saying, so you get a chance of getting a low monthly payment.
I don't want to contradict you, Alonso, but here's the thing: January of 2013, the interest rates are 3.25. Right now, the interest rates are 4.75, about, and that's because the market is steadily increased over the past 18 months. It's the Fed's way of controlling inflation. They raise the interest rate. That's what's been happening. And I think I know what you're trying to say, though, right? In terms of the question, the guy is saying, when's a good time to get into investing? If you're going to buy and hold, get in any time, because what you said earlier, you're trying to maintain the idea is to try and maintain the payment and the property, not to lose the property, obviously, because it's an investment. So the long term future benefit of buying that property would be after its maturity, after 30, say 40 years of having it, now you own the property, right? And it becomes a great investment at that point.
I guess what matters most is, different factors to consider. I mean, it's not just about the raw investment. There's a lot of other factors. Sometimes you need a tax break, so you're going to do it for the tax benefit. So, I mean, my best suggestion is consult with your CPA and a good realtor and weigh out all your options.
a realtor specifically, but you definitely should be choosy about who you're talking with with the realtor. There are a lot of new realtors out there that really don't understand the eccentricities of the market, and you really want to talk to somebody that's seasoned in the industry, specifically in investing, because you can definitely get guided the wrong way by the person who doesn't know, right? So anyway, give us a call, 855-693-4897. You can talk to Mr. Michael Lemaster from Cutco Closing Gifts. Here on the show, he's going to give us a short demonstration. Good morning, Mike. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Welcome,
All
Michael.
right.
Welcome to the show, Michael.
Sorry to have you sitting there just listening to us rant this morning.
It's all right.
You gotta understand, we've been off the microphones for a while, so
yeah.
we could tend to.
We're just as raw as the next person.
Yeah.
Coming back, from a long vacation, if you will. Mike, what got you interested in Cutco? How did you get into that field?
I was just looking for some other job when I finished college at Cal State Florida in 2001. I was working at Pizza Hut for 8 years as my first job, and I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. And I looked in the classifieds in the Orange County Register. It said showing customers inside housewares and outside kitchen accessories, and I thought I was going to be selling basketballs. I had no idea what I was getting into, and come to find out I'm selling kitchen items called Cutco. I was like, okay, never heard of it. I'll figure I'd give it a shot. And I remember telling my mom about it. She said, be careful, it's a scam. And and she was the first person to buy a set.
She said it was a scam?
Yeah. She wasn't too sure about it, and she was the first person to buy a set. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her, and I've been doing it for 12 years now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, Cutco, pretty large company. Can I ask how long they've been around? Because I'll be honest with you, I've heard Cutco before, but I never really knew what it was.
Heard Costco.
Yeah, some people think I say Petco or Costco.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah.
No, so I have to clarify when I'm talking to customers on the phone. But Cutco has been around since 1949. It's been around. Was that 65 years? So it's been around a long time.
That is a long time. 65 years.
Yeah.
And now.
And it's a USA based company. Is
it's made here in Olean, New York. So it's a American made, which is pretty rare these days. You find anything American made, so that's always a plus. Yeah.
Order from China, huh?
Well, exactly, but the main factory's out of state. They're not here in California.
Yeah, they're in Olean, New York.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that's where they actually make the cutlery there. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, was Cutco the same company back when they first started that they are now, or did they evolve into something else?
It was the Alcast Corporation that started Cutco, and then eventually evolved to Vector Marketing in the 80s, which markets mostly towards college students to sell Cutco. And now it's really blown up. Cutco's huge now.
Yeah, well, every time I mention Cutco, everybody seems to think, wow, those are like expensive knives. You know, they're well, what I mean by expensive is they're kind of like 5-star. You know what I mean? Those are the best kind of knives you can get.
Yeah, they're basically the snap-on tools of the kitchen. It's really high quality knives. It's not cheap, and cheap things aren't good, and good things aren't cheap. You get what you pay for.
That's
quality.
Just the reality of it. I mean, that's true about real estate too. I think especially when a lot of the guests we've had on the show, we've had contractors on, we've had different services on, and that's true. Their services are sometimes not inexpensive, but for the most part, you're not getting scammed, and you're not getting a low quality product.
Right.
You know, so in this particular case, the cost of the item is actually beneficial.
Right.
And you'll go into a little bit more about in terms of the guarantee.
Right.
Because I think that's where the real value is.
Right.
Right. Now, how does having, and this is the reason why we brought you on the show, right? How does, and we're actually coming up on a break, so maybe we'll get to this question after the segment. But how does having a Cutco now, how does it relate to real estate? And this is the reason why you and I had conversation about bringing you on the show. I wanted to cover a little bit about the guarantee, obviously the etching that you do on the knives. We'll go over the tax benefits that you mentioned. You know, that some of the things that us as real estate agents, sometimes we don't even think about.
Right.
You know, and but in terms of the actual cutlery, how does it relate to real estate? We'll get to that on the next segment.
Awesome. Don't touch that mouse.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more real estate rant.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-Juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what would make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we can call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
What's up, guys? Sports Guru
and Bud Knocker
from the Sportscast, Wednesdays, 12 to 2 Pacific on Rant Radio Network.
We got everything you need to know about sports. We got all the latest video highlights. We got You Got Knocked the Fuck Out. We got Bonehead of the Week. We're talking sports, drinking beer, and having a good time.
If you missed the show, go to rantradionetwork.com and listen on demand. So check us out every Wednesday, 12 to 2 on Rant Radio Network.
Live from the Rant Radio Network,
You're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis.
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And welcome back to Real Estate Rant Radio here at the towers of the Rant Radio Network. I'm your host, Mr. Alex Alanis, and to my left here, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez, my broker.
And not so talented co-host.
Yeah. No, Mr. Alonso, I really enjoy having you here, my friend, because you add a certain flavor to the show, you know, and I sometimes am accused, especially from my wife, you know, she accuses me of being too cognitive and too dry about things, and what I like to have is that kind of parody, if you will. So I enjoy having you on the show. I do appreciate you sticking it out there and staying with me on this little radio show project. Give us a call, 855-693-4897. Tell Alonso how really talented he is here on the radio, and you can give us a call and drop a question for Mr. Michael Lamaster here from Cutco Closing Gifts. You can also reach him directly at 714-732-7418. Or you can email Michael at michaeljlamaster, that's Lemaster, at yahoo.com. His information is on the screen if you happen to be watching. Or you can give us a call at AGR Associates, and we can also give you his information. We'll always be in contact with Michael, as he is one of the individuals that helps us with our closing gifts at AGR Associates. So we, in the last segment, we were talking about how cutlery now relates to us as real estate agents, and I actually was exposed to it early on with Michael. Michael gave me a presentation in my office, but recently I was at an MLS class here in Anaheim, and Cutco had shown up there and given a presentation to probably about 50 of the agents that were there.
And I'll be honest, Alex, when you first told me we're having a knife guy come on our show, I'm like, what's this show coming to? It's a real estate show.
He's gonna be doing juggling, right?
No, but then I went to the website, and when I went to their website, I actually go, okay, we can relate this to real estate. But then I looked at their Cutco, and they have a real estate sign right next to it, and I go, well, what it has to do, and then I made the conclusion, closing gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a very big part of the referrals that we all want.
And there was actually a lot more in the presentation that I saw at the MLS seminar that made it very interesting to me. And I said, wow, I got to get these guys on the show, because I know that they obviously want to get their product out there to real estate agents, and because we market to agents here on the show and just the general public. It also kind of goes along with the theme of the show, which is ensuring the public trust. There's a couple of things going on, and I'll let Mike explain some of that stuff. So you got the mic, Mike, so to speak. How does it relate to real estate? Tell us.
So we basically do closing gifts for realtors and lenders, and typically at the end of any transaction, agents will give some sort of gift, a gift card to Home Depot or Lowe's, bottle wine, gift basket, a plant, a puppy,
groceries. I've heard now they're giving out. You know, I've talked to a couple of agents, and you know what kind of makes sense is, you know, when people are moving in, you know, they don't have the basic necessities like soap, paper plates, napkins, you know, toilet paper, and you know, bottled water, and they're putting it in their refrigerators now, and you know, it kind of made sense. You know, you're in that transition of making that move. You know, so you want to, you know, your first few days are going to be rough. So it's going to definitely, you know, your client is definitely going to be grateful if they have all the primary tools they're going to need. But then I said, well, that's just gonna be for a little bit of the time.
Yeah, it's temporary.
And then when I got into the website, I go, wow, these knives, and kitchen is where family spends 99% of their time,
Yeah, and these things are timeless too.
Especially if they're like us, Alex, that we love to eat, huh?
I'll always be using it, right? Where's that knife at? That actually was one of the points that they brought up at the seminar.
Right.
Was that when you give those type of closing gifts, which are all very nice and thoughtful, yeah, we've all moved into a place and we've always needed, stuff because your home isn't set up yet.
Right.
You need that stuff, but it's temporary. It's something that's eventually is going to end up in the trash or finished, and you don't see the benefit in weeks, months, and years to come, right? So in terms of now giving out, and we were actually demonstrating here some on the screen, giving out some of these types of products. The first thing that I'm noticing here is the etching on it.
Yeah, we actually brand your logo with your name and number right on the blade because, like you guys were saying, the kitchen is where people spend the most time in during the day. So they're going to associate you with something of quality they're going to see every day for the rest of their lives. So it's the smallest cost per touch of any product out there you could give your clients. A small touch today, a small wow tomorrow, a year later, 5 years later, 30, 40 years later. So that's what we're going for, long-term branding, as opposed to a bottle of wine or a gift basket. You give those for me, I'll take it because it's a gift, it's free. And if it's free, it's for me. But it's consumed 2 weeks, maybe 2 months later, and it's gone.
Yeah. Now I'm noticing there's different ones up here. What are you showing us here on you have some scissors, you have like a couple of different kinds of knives.
The rounded one's called a spatula spreader. And this is probably the most engraved item that we sell to agents. You could use it for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You could scoop spread cut with it, bagels, cream cheese, pies, cakes. My wife and I have like 8 or 9 of these. We have enough to make a set of steak knives.
Nice.
But we use these every day. It's a great tool.
And I'm noticing it's serrated as well. I mean,
yeah,
that means you can cut.
It'll cut the sandwich as well at the same time. So
wow.
It's one of the most popular or engraved items that we sell to the agents. Then next to that we have the scissors. These actually could come apart. It's easy cleaning, and to demonstrate the quality of these, I'm going to cut a penny.
You could pull the mic over there, so
okay,
that way you can get into the frame there. Oh, you're demonstrating the penny cut thing. Okay, this is interesting. The first time I saw this, I couldn't believe it. A penny's pretty thick. I mean, it's thick metal. And we just defaced government property here on the air. By the way, I just wanted to mention that. Yeah. Luckily, it was just a penny, so the economy's not gonna hurt too hard for that. But
so that just goes to show the quality of the product that we're getting, right?
Well, and that's incredible too, because it didn't do anything to the scissors, right? I mean, the scissors are not harmed by the fact that you just cut a thick piece of metal.
Right.
Okay, I see. And then what about the 2 red ones there on the bottom? Those are nice.
These are the Santoku knives, are also known as the Rachel Ray knives, which is a really popular style knife. And if anyone likes to cook, this is a really popular style knife. You could mince and dice and slice with it. You could do julienne cuts where you drag the nose of the blade on the cutting board for your veggies and meats. And it's our number 2 seller as far as gifts. And at the Alien Orange County Fair, this is also our number 2 seller. We sell a ton of these, but red is only available for business gifts or realtor gifts. A lot of agents from Keller Williams or Remax or ERA love the red because part of the logo is red. So it's just
nice.
A really popular color. And then this is just a smaller one. Anytime anyone sees this one, they say, "Oh, it's so cute." But it's just a nice light chopper. For many years, customers were asking for a small chopper, and they introduced that one a couple of years ago.
We got to give a set of those to Chef Bev, so she could be on.
Oh, there you go. Program, I'm actually getting some today, possibly. So there's a good chance that she might get some. Maybe I'll show up with a nice gift for her there.
She pulls it like that. She just
yeah, exactly. I'm noticing though on the knives that you brought in, they say Century 21. I mean, Century 21, obviously one of the bigger outfits in California in terms of real estate. But our company is not one of the larger companies. We're not necessarily branded like Century 21. Is it possible to get our logo and to get our information on a knife? I mean, is that?
Yeah, we could. There's like one-time setup fee to have it digitized. It's a small fee. Put your name and number right on the blade. That's what people typically do. I actually recommend not putting a logo because you're really branding yourself unless you own your own real estate company or franchise. Some typical engravings people like to put, like for the spreader, you could say, it doesn't say it on this one, but you could say, thank you for spreading the word or spreading my name, or your sharpest realtor in town, or a cut above the rest.
Cut above the rest.
There you go.
My favorite is a client of mine, Jackie O, or she calls herself your first lady of real estate. And then she has that engraved on. She always gets these right here, right up on those two knives.
So it's not something that's already like pre-done. These are made to order.
Yeah. So they're manufactured in New York. They're shipped to my engraver in Vancouver, Washington. Then they're shipped directly to you, or we could hold them for you and ship them directly to your client. So you have that option.
Nice. What's the turnaround time on this, Michael?
It usually takes about 2.5 to 3 weeks. Sometimes it takes a little longer because clients want a proof. They want to make sure the spelling's correct or the phone number is right. So sometimes that delays the shipping, but typically about 2.5, 3 weeks.
That's actually not too bad. But I think what me and you talked about, I actually paid it forward to where I bought some for future closings.
Right.
So I have already got them. Once I close a deal, typically what I do is I hand my client a CD of all of their information on the CD of everything that they sign, the contracts, what have you. And then included with that would be this nice package, Cutco package with the knives in it. And it has my name on it, has my slogan, realtor logo, and it's something that's probably going to stay with them for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Does he have your cartoon on it, Alex?
It doesn't. I thought about doing that, but I thought it might be a little corny. As somebody's cutting through a cake, they have my face going through their cake or something. So all I did was just put the phone number on there. But I thought it was a great idea for a closing gift. It's timeless, and I think we are coming up on a break. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about the guarantee, because that's what me as a realtor, I want to stay timeless with my clients. I want to continue that relationship, if you will, with the clients that I speak with and the clients that I close, and they're happy with my services. Having that in their cupboard, they pull it out, they see my name, they're always going to remember me.
Right.
And that kind of goes along with the guarantee of Cutco. And like I said, coming up on the next segment, we'll cover a little bit more of that. Give us a call, 855-693-4897. You can give Mr. Michael LeMaster from Cutco a question, and you can win a $25 gift card. Or Mike, I don't know, might throw a gift or two in there. I don't know if he's in the mood, but don't touch that mouse.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more Real Estate Rant.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at Protect. Just reminding you that Protect Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
the
on.
old-fashioned way. Never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
Everyone, even Elvis loves Firehouse Chefs.
Catch FHC Radio every Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. on the Rant Radio Network.
Live from the Rant Radio Network, you're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis,
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And we are back here at the Real Estate Rant. I'm your host, Mr. Alonso. Oh, there you go. Like, how you like that?
Now he wants to be me.
I'm Alonso Rodriguez.
You want to be the not talented one.
There you go.
One today,
I'm Alex Alanis, and to my left here, my co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
Yes, I do have a little bit of talent. Next to you, Alex.
Oh, that was funny. Coming back from a long vacation, I deserve that. That's kind of funny. Give us a call, 855-693-4897. That's 855-693-4897. You can talk with Michael LeMaster from Cutco Closing Gifts, or you can win a $25 gift card to Steven's Steakhouse, and or you can win a $200 teeth whitening from Gardens Dental. And those are offered by the Bell Gardens Chamber of Commerce, supporting here or supportership of the show. And we do thank those gentlemen for helping us out here. They are always welcome to join us here on the show, although as many times as I've asked them, they've never wanted to come on. But those gift cards are available if you call in and have a question for myself, Alonso, or for Michael. And we were talking about the Cutco knives and the product that Mike has so gracefully presented for us here today.
But first, before we go into that, Alex,
Yes,
we are on the topic of talent. Why don't we have Michael demonstrate the juggling knife trick?
Oh, we're gonna.
Or do you rather see Alex get throwing the knives on the board?
Oh, there you go.
And do the
stand up against the board there, will you, Mike?
What do you want to do, Michael? Do you want to do the juggling one or the throwing the knives to Alex right there on the
exactly.
on the board
Wow, can you imagine? That's too funny. And what kind of guarantee if I happen to hit you by it? But anyway, we were talking a little bit about the longevity of or the timelessness of the Cutco product, and what I really liked about the product and how they caught my eye during this last presentation. And Mike's been very good about following up with me, and it was just more along the lines about having the budget to do it and having the wherewithal to have the closing gifts. But I seen it as being a necessity, and Michael pointed that out to me. One of the things that really caught my eye was the tax benefit. And tell us about that, Mike.
Well, since these are engraved, actually, let me backtrack a little bit. The IRS says you can only write off $25 for a gift. Well, every agent spends over $25 on a gift unless they're the cheapest realtor in the world. But the average gift given is usually between $100 and $200. They try to write off the whole amount, hope they don't get caught, which I don't recommend with the IRS, or they don't take the full deduction they deserve. Well, since these are engraved, where your information, just like you would do your pins, your notepads, open houses with your phone number on it, it's 100% tax deductible as a form of advertising or a promotional product, and it'll hold up in an audit each and every time.
Nice. Okay, so that's something that I never thought about. Obviously you want to consult with your CPA about that, but definitely makes sense because you're advertising your information on the closing gift.
Yes.
So you're almost taking care of two things at once. You know,
Right.
I mean that's that multitasking, if you will, is what really caught my eye with the product. You know, there's a gentleman by the name of Brian Buffini, and I don't know why his name came up. I know I've seen him at some of the Wells Fargo presentations. Who is this guy?
He's a realtor, motivational speaker, and one thing I always use in my real estate meeting presentations is a quote that he said is 80% of people will do business with their realtor again if they could simply remember one thing.
His name.
Their name, or his or her name. And it's pretty amazing how many times people don't remember their names, and it's pretty shocking.
Sometimes I don't remember my clients' names either.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a nutshell, Mike, we are coming up to we are on the last segment of the show, so maybe we can kind of put it all together now. Maybe you can give us a summary now of the benefits of having this type of closing gift, and why it really is important to get something like this, as opposed to not getting anything.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of agents, they don't bother with it.
Well, the whole idea is you want them to think of you every time they use it, and that's the idea of a gift. You want them to think of you every time they use it, and Cutco is actually guaranteed forever. So if these break, crack, fall apart, you name it, they replace it for free. So the client will have it in the kitchen for the rest of their lives. They could give them to their kids and their kids and their kids and so on.
I'm picturing Armageddon, right? and the end of the world has come, and all you see floating in space is a Cutco knife, right?
We'll guarantee them if they go into space too.
Well, exactly.
Yes.
How about if the realtor decides to change their number? Can you guys do anything about that, or that's just
Once
tough
it's
luck?
engraved, it's engraved. So you could do like a trade-in discount if you want to do a new reorder. I've done something like that a couple of times. But what agents like most about it is our referral program, where we go out and get more referrals for you guys. You could always use more business, right?
Sure.
And the way it works is we go out and sharpen your clients' Cutco knives after they've owned them for a year. You just email me their info. We have them fill out a satisfaction survey on behalf of you. And on the bottom, there's a spot for more referrals. So anyone that's looking to buy or sell, invest in real estate, they just jot down their information. And we average just over 3 referrals and prospects per sharpening. And if you guys sat down with every client every single year and asked for 10 to 15 referrals and prospects, you get a lot of business. Does that really happen? Unfortunately, no. People just don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, no.
So we just sharpen their knives, fill that survey out, turn that into you, and that's basically how that part works. And another thing that makes realtors' life easier, we have them order a small supply of gifts, which they keep on hand. So when they have in the next closing, they just grab one gift and go. So they don't have to spend time running over town trying to decide, is my client an alcoholic? Do I need to get him some wine? Or do I need to get him a fruit basket with cheese? Or
we actually got a call, Mike. Let's see.
Cool.
Who's gracing us with their presence? Hello, welcome to Real Estate Rant.
Hi, this is Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, how are you guys?
What are you listening to the show right now? Are you live?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm actually on my computer.
Oh, on the computer. Nice. Okay.
cool. Yeah.
What can we help you with today?
Yeah, I saw actually. I was just not too long ago. I was watching the penny get cut with the knife.
Oh, hey, Mike, can you hold
That
that
was
up to
cool.
Can you hold that up to the screen there?
I saw it.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
That was cool. I didn't actually. I mean, do you guys sell those knives like to regular like? Because I'm a mom and I cook a lot, so I do a lot of like home.
Yeah, actually, let's throw up Mike's information, Alan, if you will. This is Mike's direct information. You can buy Cutco as just the general public, just a general sale. I know we were talking a little bit about this being real estate related in terms of closing gifts.
Right.
But they sell full packages of knives, and they're
okay.
Yeah, they if you look at the website there's CutcoClosingGifts.com. They have all of that information there on their website. You can call Mike. Mike will actually come to your home and give you a full demonstration of the product. His number is there, 714-732-7418.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
All right, Miss
All right,
Maggie.
sounds
If
good. You guys are great. I'll keep watching.
okay, would you be interested in a gift card to Teeth Whitening or possibly to Steven's Steakhouse? Okay.
Sure, yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, look, I'm gonna put you on hold. My engineer here will get your information and I'll send it to you. Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks
you
for
guys.
calling, Maggie.
All right, Maggie.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Maggie.
calling.
Have a great day.
All right, you
too.
too. Thank you.
That was cool.
Okay, so yes, you can. Like I said, give Mike a call. His information is up on the screen there, 714-732-7418, or you can email him at Michael J. Lemaster, that's LEMASTER at yahoo.com, or you can go on their website and you can get that information. This cutlery is available to anyone, not just real estate agents.
And what you were talking earlier, Michael, about the referral program, is that have to do with the Platinum program? Is that something different?
Platinum program is different. It's when they initially order gifts, they actually get a whole Cutco set for themselves pretty much for free. All we do is we have them buy the block size of their choice, and we give them anywhere from $100 to I think it's like $300 of free Cutco. When they initially purchase, they just buy the block. And when they reorder every single time, they get a new piece for free to put in their block, and eventually they'll fill in their whole block. So we call that our Platinum program. A lot of agents love that, so they could get their own knives and they could just promote it to their own clients.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, they're not cheap. They're definitely not a product. You know, that you're not gonna go to your local discount store and pick up. These are very very strong, very sturdy cutlery, and I love the program. You know, I'm definitely signing up with Michael right after the show here, because over time you can, if you fill a block, I mean that's worth its weight in gold.
Right.
Not to mention the fact that the same product is going to your clients as well, and they are actually seeing your name there every time they open their drawer. You know. I don't know that I would take them out of the box, me personally, because you know you're looking at them. Wow, I don't want to mess these things up. You know what I mean? But quite frankly, it's a usable product. You know.
One of my clients, Pablo Ramirez, he works for Wells Fargo out in Corona, and he had one of his clients call him. I couldn't find your business card, but I found the knife with your number on it, and he ended up getting some more business out of it.
That is nice. Okay, yeah. See, and that's effective marketing right there.
Yeah.
That's what we're always looking for, is effective marketing. And I'll be honest, anybody that's into cooking, you know, if you're looking at that knife, you know, it's always in your subconscious.
Right.
Is there also like grilling tools on there that you guys sell, like for grilling, like, you know, people that barbecue and stuff?
We have a barbecue knife set. It's a 5-piece set. You get a meat cleaver like for carne asada, carnitas, a boning knife, a few other pieces. You get that Santoku knife, and we also have a barbecue tong set with a long spatula and a fork. A lot of people like to include with that 5-piece barbecue knife set.
Now, something we didn't talk about, because we're coming up to the end of the show, but you talked about the forever guarantee.
Right.
So that means if it breaks, you know, anything happens to you, replace it, right? But what about sharpening?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, we go out and sharpen the client's Cutco knives for them for free. It's a great service that we're the only knife company in the world that provides that. And I kind of, as a joke, like to say, all I charge is a cook the meal. So as long as you feed me, I'm happy. So.
No, okay, so there you go. Just remember, Michael, next time you go to a sharpening party, remember to invite me, because I know there's always food involved, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we are coming up at the end of the show. Mike, thanks for joining us. We'd like to have you back again sometime. We could discuss that part of it. We'll see you next week on Real Estate Rant.
Make sure you tune in for Independent 104.
Thanks for tuning in to Real Estate Rant Radio. Make sure to join us every Wednesday at 10 a.m.
on the Rant Radio Network, where we talk about solutions to your real estate problems. The views and opinions expressed by the host or any guest on this show are encouraged to be followed up by a professional tax advisor or attorney, as we are not qualified or authorized to give advice in two areas: legal matters and tax matters.